Hey, it's Wrestling Hero Figs. We're going to be looking at the Decade of Domination full set review. Beth Phoenix, Big Red Machine, Triple H, Kofi Kingston, and The Big Show. If you guys want to pick any of these up, unfortunately, man, they are exclusive to Walmart, and you already know the struggle. It's a tough game out there, but Big Show's going to make it a little bit easier today. You know why, too, right? I mean, it's been a while, Show. I think Toys R Us exclusive, that was the last time that we saw your Decade of Domination being presented, so I think Mattel did the right approach on this. He says, let's throw in the steel chair. We're going to bring back WrestleMania. We're going to get the little tape piece from up top, and then we can go ahead and pull it out again. If you guys aren't familiar with the very first series, the backdrop, it's dating back all the way to the origins. This is going back to the first series where the backdrop's going to reflect kind of how we saw from series 1 all the way up until 15 now. The accessory that we will be getting will be the steel chair, and it's not just a chair, but it's going to be the WrestleMania of a lifetime, or so they say every single year. You know, every year they try to outdo it. You got John Cena, you got Edge, Undertaker, Triple H, Randy Orton. This is nuts, you guys. I would say about, well, I guess if you're talking about 2020, you would still see 4 out of the 5 wrestlers inside the squared circle. I know John Cena didn't have a match, but he didn't need to. He already had the chair all laid out. He says, I got Big Show on it, front and center. I'm going to be extra cushy and comfy and ready to go if anybody tries to hit me with it. Interchangeable hands. We're going to get 2 mic open and then the closed fist on the actual figure in and of itself. The head scan, it's going to bring back a little bit of homage to the old WCW days. And what do you mean by that, Hero Fix? Are you talking about that mean, angry, ogre look that you guys love? Well, it's not so much that, but this is actually the only Big Show in my collection that had the closest resemblance to what we're seeing up here. And the reason why is because he's usually always smiling. I mean, really any other Big Show in the past, I'm going to go to the Baldy because this is a great one, but he's always smiling, dude. So I think them bringing back the little mean, and of course, it was during heel run, so it only makes sense that this was put into play right here with this figure. Now, for the rest, you're going to see that they took the easy approach, man. They went lazy on us, dude. They went full-on lazy. They said, do we really have to mold the actual tank top? Well, you do, man. I mean, either that or what you could do is that, I know Andre the Giant has seen releases where the fabric or the actual cloth piece, like the whole singlet, was cloth in and of itself. And we actually can transfer, and I got some pretty good ideas as to what we could do, but I just want to throw this out there. If Mattel does decide to release Big Show in the future, maybe in an Ultimate Edition, I think that would be the best approach for them to get that in there. Now, for the right side, we do have the Tiger. We are actually getting all the paint apps. I know with some of my older basics, they just kind of went like plain mode, kind of how we saw on the left shoulder, except on this side, even though there was no color. We get it. I get it. It's all budgeting, but I don't know, man. Something about the Big Show, like the guy's already pretty plain Jane and dandy, so for them to go ahead and do without some of those colors, I don't know, man. I don't know how I sit about it. I am pretty pleased also to finally see the back tattoo right there on the neck. We got B-E-S-S going across, and I actually am a pretty big fan of this. I think they really captured him well. That's not going to be enough to make him the figure of the wave because we still got to go through. I know Triple H, he wants to give him a challenge, and I'm going to rank him at the end of this full set review. We're going to go ahead and dissect it. We're going to rank him from first to last, where it should sit, whether it's in the top 10, low ones, maybe in the top 3. Who knows? I think Triple H should be sitting properly in the Elimination Chamber with the correct gear. You know what's happening, man. You already know that the Cerebral Assassin has some kind of gameplay involved. Again, for the backdrop, it's going to be the same thing that we did see with Show, so nothing really changes. It kind of has the same tradition that we have seen right here with really any other Elite Wave where they just kind of go ahead and keep the look of it. One thing they could do, and I just want to throw this as an idea, but I think it'd be awesome if they did like a backdrop specifically devoted per superstar. So for example, we would get Triple H, we would get like his whole symbol. I know they used to do it with the NXT TakeOver, but part of a regular wave, let's go ahead and do it. So accessories, we have the sledgehammer, we have the water bottle, and we have 2 interchangeable hands. We have a closed fist, and then we got the 2 mic open. It's going to be vice versa though, because the one that you're going to see on the right side is going to be the open, and then on the left, it's going to be closed fist. And we have already seen these accessories. There is not much to cover when it comes down to it. Sledgehammer, you're going to get that brown for the actual handle of it all, and then you're going to get that solid steel bronze right there. And then the water bottle almost has that look of it being full, even though there's really nothing in there. And then the championship title, I don't want to beat this one too much because this one has seen, I would say, total of going on 13 releases within the series. So there it is for all those that are brand new and that are joining the family for the first time. First, one thing we want to discuss is you don't want to get pedigree, man. If you don't want to get the pedigree, all you got to do is drop a like, man. Or, again, if you are joining the family, hit the subscribe button. button right there. Come check out Triple H, because I think the best comparison that we could have alongside, I haven't gotten him out of the package, but it's going to be the Fan Central, at least when it comes down to the skin. It's got the same hair molding. Only difference between this and what you're seeing inside the box, it's going to be the True FX. They weren't running it during that time, so it makes sense that they brought it in here. And I do like the hair coming forward. I think it really does give it a different look, and not bad, kind of how we saw with Bret the Hitman Hart. I know Ultimate Edition, let's not talk about that, you guys, but pretty nice reflection right here on the Cerebral Assassin. Same torso that we have seen with Triple H in the past. And as far as the elbow pads, we're going to get the longer version, and we're going to get the longer shorts. They're going to truly distinguish this figgy really from any other Triple H in my action figure display. I mean, everything is usually short trunks. Sometimes he went full on. So this was a nice change of pace, and short-lived as well. I mean, I actually don't recall him wearing past this a year. He might have worn it about a year and a half, but anything in the past. I mean, yeah, the guy's always constantly changing, but he never went back to the longer shorts. Maybe 2021. I know 2020 did not have. Actually, I'm pretty sure. Did Triple H have an actual match? I don't think he did, you guys. To correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm almost 100% positive. For the knee pads, also solid black with the combination right here with the boots. Tough to rank too, because, I mean, look, the way that I'm seeing this Triple H is that, yes, it was needed. At the same time, though, when it comes to, like, some of the most glamorous attires that he's worn, this really ain't sitting at the top of the list. For me, I don't know, you guys. Look, I got a special time right here. This was the elimination. This was the beginning of the chamber, so it's a pretty important, when it comes to, like, actual WWE history, I think that's where it's going to sit right there. Kofi Kingston, I know this one's going to do one up when it comes to really any of the other figures. Well, I don't know. The Glamazon is going to give it the little fight, but not when it comes down to the actual knee pads of it all. And Bill McKenna or Steve, if you guys are watching, I just want to be filled in the purpose behind it. I appreciate you guys telling me what went down with the whole two sweet hands with the edge, but with the knee pads right here, please give me a solid understanding, because right now I am trying to muster up the energy to tell you that this is trash. It is. Look, I'm sorry. All right, for the pants, we are going to get the re-release, as well as, because I do have a Kofi Kingston. I'll go ahead and show you. I never took off the pants on this one. This one has always been hanging on a display stand. But as y'all can see, man, we're getting the same yellow accent, same lining work that we're seeing on this one, except all bunched up. Wanting me to put it together. Are we doing doll dress up? I don't think we are. If we are going to do that, though, here's the thing behind it. This is actually a great thing to see, because if you guys remember Rick Rude, he had a bad mojo when it came to wearing the clothes inside the box. So the fact that they didn't do the approach, hey, I'm all for it. So you can slip it on. I'm going to go ahead and show you best we can right there. We even got a little string on this one. Ooh, hold on. We got a stringy, my boy. But is it going to be actually enough for these pants to sit on there accordingly? Because if you do look at this one, they are looking pretty baggy, and scale-wise, I'm actually seeing these being toned down. So even though they are sharing a lot of the same similarities, I think these are a little bit more proportion, as well as the outline work that we're seeing right here. This is a darker yellow, and this is more of like a highlighter yellow. So there's the main difference, and I do want to slip it on so you guys can get the right idea. Kofi Kingston, if you don't mind, sir, let's go ahead and cover the interchangeable hands. We got two mic open, and then the figure. We got the boom. This is how Kofi used to do it. He used to slam it, and then he'd get you with the Trouble in Paradise, and then you wouldn't have an answer of whether or not they were going to eventually develop into one of the greatest teams in WWE history. Of course, he needed a call-up. We needed Big E for him to be called up to the main roster. Xavier Woods was also in the making. Both gentlemen, they were getting ready for the team of a lifetime, and then eventually got all broken up. And we're not going to talk about sad times. We're going to talk about good times, but we ain't going to be able to get these pants on until we cover the tights. Here, Fix, don't pull them up quite yet. Let's go ahead and show them the tight design, because right there, we have the flag. And what flag is there? Well, actually, I don't think, was he born there, you guys? Look, I know some of the origin for some of the superstars. They'll usually sometimes change it up. And I'll give you a prime example. I'm not just talking words. I'm not just blabbering a bunch of crap out of my mouth. But Jinder Mahal is a really good example. He was pushed as the ambassador over there from India, but the guy was truly born in Canada. So some of the lies, sometimes they do transparent a little bit better than others. For the boots, we're going to get the black outline right down at the bottom on the back, and all that highlighter green, it's going to carry all the way through where the knee pad should be. Hero Fakes, don't be so mean. I won't be that mean, but at least you guys know that Kofi Kingston. The man didn't just go ahead. He didn't go backstage. He says, Big Show, if you don't mind, I got a little extra yellow in my bag. Would you mind taking it out? I need to make sure that I need to paint the knee pads on. That's how you're going to truly get the true reflection and protection that you need in the squared circle. And if you don't, Kofi Kingston, what the hell happened to your tattoo? Oh, we got a little flaw, my friends. I'll show you. All right, so for this one, he's actually bringing, I would say, about halfway through the bicep. But on this one, they went all the way up to the point where they actually eliminated part of the tattoo. Now, which one is more accurate? Yes, the placement on this is actually looking more reminiscent. But at the same time, like, bro, why you got to cut part of my tattoo? And he didn't have the back one either. I mean, all the stuff that you are going to see later on, that's going to get, I would say, probably 5 years down the road. For the bandana, they are almost similar, but on the newer one, you're going to see that the yellow and the green and really all the colors right there of the flag are going to be reflected slightly thinner and smaller. So which one do I like? Obviously this one. One thing we could do is that we could take the knee pads off this man. Look, I'm just going to throw some ideas. We're going to play it out again. Turn on that notification bell because Kofi Kingston, he's also going to need some of the help. And the last one we got to cover, well, Big Show, we already covered you. We can't do the song. I know every time that you're going to give me that chance. I'm sorry, dude. I love doing it. Glamazon, she already knows, man. We were talking last night. She says, I'm going to bring the women's title to WHS Figure Review. I'm going to bring the dominance in the women's division. She kind of was, man. We kind of needed a replacement. During this time, it was the transition of China kind of stepping away from it all, and we needed a new Braun Strowman in the women's division. And you know who did it? Right there. This lady, she was shown as the powerhouse right alongside, really, with some of the other big names. Interchangeable Hands, we're going to get two mic open, and then we're going to get the signature pose on the actual figure. For the women's title, we've seen this. I think Trish Stratus is the one that's going to come to best of mind as to when the debut of this title began. And if you do go back that far, it's actually still not making sense of why they still maintain the laziness. Mattel, I'm telling you, Mattel loves to stick on that lazy train at times, and the reason why I'm going to call them out on this belt is because, look, they had an option. They perfectly had the time for them to incorporate that final plate on this side over here, but instead they didn't, and they failed me once again. Mattel, why are you doing that? Hero Fakes, we're trying to do our best over here, dude. I get it, but damn it all, if you're going to give us that title, make it right, fix it, and then talk to us, and then let the Glamazon do the power and destruction that she needs to do, because we do got a comparison. There was two other Glamazon figures for Beth Phoenix in the past. This is one of them. I got the darker paint. I can't find the other one for, if you guys see this in the wild, if you guys want to do trade skis on the alternate attire that we did see, hit me up on Instagram. Would love to go ahead and talk about it. But yes, we're getting the black versus the green. And you know the green is going to outweigh really pretty much everything. And even the forehead, you can see how the bandana, I mean, for mine, it is kind of splotching onto the actual hairpiece of it all. But it's really like cool to see that they went ahead and added that. They could have just been like, you know what, we're not going to give you the full Glamazon. We didn't give you the full title. See, man, I got to ease up sometimes. Sometimes I get a little bit too excited. I get a little too aggravated. But just know that there's some meaning behind it. All right, so for the back, you're going to see all that gold. It's going to carry through right here, up front, coming down towards the bottom. We're going to see that massive eagle showing that the Phoenix, it's coming to change the game and rank the full set at its best. I'm going to give it number one for sure. Hero Fix, what about the Big Red Machine? What about the Kane? Are you going to get him out? Well, we actually already did. That might be the ones that are new to the channel. If you are wondering, like, why aren't you going to review the Kane? Yeah, we already checked it out, man. Again, go on the channel, full review on him. But yes, ranking number one without a shadow of a doubt. I still got to give it to the Big Red Machine. Number two, I got to give it to the Glamazon. Three, I'm going to give it to Triple H, Big Show, and if it wasn't for those knee pads, maybe you'd be at number two. Give me your thoughts, though. I'm going to give her a 10. I'm going to give you a 9.3. Kane, you guys already know, man. We ain't talking about him. And Big Show, I think a 7.9, mainly due to the whole cloth and then those knee pads. Oh, man. Look, this is being generous, but I think a 6.5 is being really, really kind to you, sir. Give me your thoughts, so let me know how you guys feel about the set. Is this a pass? Is this like figures where some of them you can do and some of them you can do without? For me, look, I'm an OG. I love my legends. They did a great set. They're bringing back a little nostalgia for me. If you guys are dating back all the way to Series 1, you know the Big Red Machine has been there and will continue to be there. Choke slam! Choke slam! I want to thank you guys for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one. Choke slam! The whole slow your roll. My turn. Choke slam!